you guys found this video helpful. Make sure you guys like. If you guys want to know what this is, make sure you guys subscribe. Peace. Hey everybody, so before we do start this video, I do want to apologize. It's going to be a rather long video. I myself don't like making long videos. I don't like watching long videos because I do understand we all got places to be at. We all have families to be with. We all got things to do. But, you know, it is what it is, and I do want to apologize for that. I mean, if you're here to watch, to get information, you know, it's going to be a very detailed video. I did my best to throw as much of my own knowledge about this stuff for you guys to understand and decide if you guys are interested or not. You know, that's really going to be up to you guys. I'm not really forcing anything on you guys. If you're just here for support and just watching my videos, I really do appreciate it. I appreciate everybody. So we're going to get into this video. Thank you so much. Hey everybody, it's King Camry. Welcome back to a new video. I hope everybody's doing really well today. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Like, comment. There has been so much support to the channel and I do appreciate it. So today we're going to be actually installing the throttle body spacer and the EGR delete from Grocery Getter Performance, and I'm going to be doing installation. I'm going to be doing unboxing, and also I'm going to be reviewing. Now this video is going to probably not be uploaded in a few days, so if you guys see me in different clothes, that is going to be the reason why. Let's start unboxing. Alright everyone, so here we have the Grocery Getter Performance throttle body spacer and EGR delete. Now I will be unboxing this. As you guys could see, the box comes as in a very usual box, you know, nothing really out of this world. They did do a very good job with protecting their product. I went ahead and I opened it before doing this video because I wanted to confirm that everything was inside, and as promised, they do have everything inside here, so we are good. Here I have in my hand the Grocery Getter Performance sticker they do send you, and I will definitely be sticking this somewhere in my car. I still do not know where I'm going to place it at, but this will be definitely awesome to put somewhere in my car to represent the brand. And in the box we have these, and I still haven't really looked into how I'm going to be installing this, so this video is probably taking me at least I'd say like at least a month to, you know, show you guys. I've had this sitting here for a while. I just haven't had the time. Recently I just did get my AEM intake. If you guys haven't seen that video, I have a very full and detailed video on how to install it, how to even paint it, as you guys could see. Wow, look at this. And the reason I painted it my intakes was for this reason, because I wanted it to match, I wanted it to look good. And here it is. This is the spacer you guys are seeing. It is very thick. It is very well made. This is premium craftsmanship right here. And it looks like it was just made to fit your car perfectly. If you guys are interested in these and want to pick these up, make sure you guys check out Grocery Getter Performance. They do have an Instagram. They also just made a website, and that's just better business for them. And you know, it is more professional for anybody that wants to pick these up. So I spoke to Grocery Getter Performance, and they did tell me that these colors are going to be limited throughout the year. Now what they're doing is, for every season that they are releasing EGR deletes and intake spacers, they are going to be releasing different colors. Recently I think it was red, black, and gold. This gold color is a new one. For anybody that has picked these up from Grocery Getter Performance a while ago, they probably got something black or something silver, but now, you know, the game has changed for them. They are including them in different colors. So for anybody that wants to pick these up, they are going to be limited, and just keep an eye out, because whenever you see a color you like, they will sell out quick because they are limited and they probably won't be back out to sell. They are doing their best to space out the colors they release throughout the year. These are the EGR deletes, and that is what I did end up picking up from Grocery Getter Performance. Alright, so I'm gonna throw you guys some info right now. because probably many of you are wondering, what is the EGR? What is a throttle body spacer? This right here is your EGR. Now this clip of the video is way ahead. I have already installed everything on my car. What you guys are about to see after this clip is the process and how to get it done. But from what I can tell you guys is this is the EGR, and I removed it already from my Camry. And what Grocery Getter Performance tells you is these things right here, what it does once you delete this and put their product onto your car. The benefits of the EGR: you get lowered engine temperature, improved throttle response, improved economy, it reduces oil contamination, it reduces carbon deposits in the engine bay. In other words, you're gonna have a more cleaner and just less dirtier engine bay. Now for the throttle body spacer, it is a more push to the seat experience. It provides additional cooling, maximizes airflow that goes into the intake. It increases horsepower, torque, and is specifically in the low mid-range RPMs. Now this is what Grocery Getter Performance claims, and I know a lot of people can get triggered. There has been already proof. Everybody that purchased these things from this brand comes back always with good reviews, and I just told myself, okay, you know, why not, and go ahead and try it. However, mine is a 2.5. If you have a V6, you are not going to have the same problems I will, because there are tunes for the V6 that will delete a check engine light, and that is not available yet for a 4-cylinder Camry. A lot of people are going to go crazy and say, why do this to a Camry? Why do this to a 4-cylinder specifically? And now I want to push this car to the next level, see if it can get there. It's good for content. It's good for this brand. It's good for anybody interested that wants to share the same experience that I'm going to go through. And I'm going to give it a shot, and I'm going to give you guys my honest thoughts and personal experience at the end of this video. First of all, I want to let you guys know is I don't know what I'm doing. I'm somebody that just likes figuring things out along the way, and you know, I like challenging myself, honestly. But I'm also going to be showing you guys how I do things, and if this helps you guys, cool. If you guys don't like what you're seeing, then I really can't do nothing about that. I would like to give thanks to my 3 boys out there in the Camry community that helped me out, giving me some tips and advice. Get Money, CT Camry, and Brazilian Camry. Go show those guys some love. You know, they got fixed up Camrys, and they're doing their thing, you know, just like how I'm doing my thing. But they're the ones that kind of gave me advice on how to do things and what not to do. And I'm also going against to what one of them said, but you know, you'll see later in the video. Alright, so before we begin with the installation, I'm going to go ahead and remove the battery connection, just as when we installed the intake. I'm going to go ahead and use my drill because, you know, it's just more faster. Alrighty, so that screw is off. Remember, you want to keep these, save these, or else it's going to be a hard time for you. Alright everybody, so this is right here a full EGR. This is the one that comes with the Toyota Camry. This is what we're going to be removing, pulling out, and installing the EGR deletes made by Grocery Getter. As you guys could see, the form of this is very familiar to what the EGR deletes they send us. From what I can tell, it's a very easy installation, more easier than the throttle body. There's all these connections and wires, and from what I can see, it's not going to be that hard. It is only 4 screws that are screwed onto the engine. 1, 2, 3, and then 1 down here. As far as being able to get them, right here there's like this tight space, and the only thing that's preventing me to get inside here is this screw right here. So I'm gonna be also removing this, and that's gonna allow me to raise it up, maybe pull it a little bit towards me. And also this clip, I can remove this clip. This right here, it's just a clip. I don't want to really disconnect any of these little, you know, all these little brackets. I'm just going to be removing this little plastic piece, and for that, that's going to allow me to go inside through this bottom one right here that you guys can't really see. Okay, so for this install, I'm going to be using a 5/16 little socket. I'm also gonna be using this one. This one is a 10mm, a 5/16 little wrench, and my impact, because it's just more faster for me and less time consuming. Actually, this one is optional. It's up to you guys if you guys want to do this, but I'll show you guys exactly what it's for right now. Alright, so now I'm going to begin removing the EGR screws. And make sure you guys hold on to these, because these are going to be the ones that you will have to reuse on the other EGRs. Okay, so far I've already removed 3 screws from the EGR. I still need one more, and that is the last one. That's probably the hardest, that is underneath right here. And for that, I'm going to go ahead and remove this plastic clip from these tubes, simply because I know it's going to be a lot more easier for me to go in there. And also I'm going to leave it like that because I think this is also going to be in my way when I'm installing that throttle body spacer. Okay, so since this bottom one is probably very hard, very tight, and I'm gonna just go ahead and use this and take it off with this one. This one's a 5/16. Make sure it doesn't drop. You don't want that to drop, or else it's gonna be a nightmare. So be careful. Just take your time with this one. You don't want to rush it. You guys can see the EGR is moving. That's because it's already loose. Okay, and that is the last screw, which is probably the most difficult one. But once you get in there, it gets really easy. And now this is already off. Alright, so the EGR screws are now finally off. Now I'm going to see if it's actually easy to pull it out. Wow, that was super easy. I just pulled it towards the left side of the car, and that's probably the easiest way to take these out. And there you go. So something I want to point out to you guys is, please do not confuse the screws. These short ones, they have like this little flat washer, and then you have these long ones. Now for these short ones, they are the ones that were installed on the left side of the EGR, and for these long ones, they were the ones that were on the right side of the EGR. So when you're installing the Grocery Getter Performance, make sure you guys install them the same way so you don't run into any troubles. Alright everybody, so this is where I say the quality of these guys are very, very crazy and very good. As you guys can see, there's this existing rubber, and also on this EGR there's this little digging on this EGR, and that is going to help you when you install this. This rubber can go onto here. And as for this one, it doesn't have anything, but that's because when you install this again with the pressure of the screws, it will tighten the EGR and also push this little rubber gasket inside and give it a very closed and canceled out any opening with the pressure of the screws. So these quality things, man, EGRs are very well made. Okay, so now I'm gonna begin installing the EGR with the gasket opening. I'm gonna go ahead and do this one first because this one was a little bit more time consuming, and I like doing hard first and then finishing off with easy. That's just how I love to work. You can actually remove this. Check this out. Let me try to squeeze it on there, and boom, that's it. Now I like putting these screws in with my hand first and then, you know, tighten them up, because I don't want to damage these, because that will be a huge problem. Make sure it's not down. You want to tighten it, but you know, don't over exaggerate it. Look at that. I think that's maxed out already there. Yep. Alright, so the polished side is the one that goes facing out. You know, you don't want to put this flat dual scratched piece. You know, this is the right way to install it. Go ahead and put my first screw in. Make sure it doesn't fall. And I can just leave it there. Grab my other screw. And here you go. Make sure you guys tighten these things up. So before you do anything, make sure you take this connection out. It's only like a little clip where you press it and then you just pull. It's just gonna be way more easier for you to put in that spacer. That's the first thing you want to do. All right, so now I'm gonna start working on the throttle body. Wish me luck, guys. So for the throttle body, there's actually 3 screws, one on the lower left side, one on the lower right side, and one right here on the top, as you guys could see. Right now I'm gonna take out the one on the lower right side. So this is where the throttle body spacer is gonna go at. In between the rubber piece from the engine, in between the throttle. I push it towards me. There's like a little gap. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'll show you guys up closer right now. But my boy did say that he couldn't install his, so he had to remove this, and I do not want to remove this, so I'm gonna do my best to not try to get this off, because that's just gonna be more work. All right, so up close and personal. So you guys see, I'm gonna try to see if I could pull it with one hand. If you guys see, there's like this black piece, this one right here, and then you have this gray looking piece. It's gonna go in between there, so I'm gonna try to pull it so you guys could check it out. The throttle body is gotta go in between those two, like a sandwich, like it's the ham of the sandwich. It's gotta be a good pull, and just hope for the best, man. I'm trying to make this thing fit, because my boy did say I have to remove this thing, and y'all know I grinded really hard, and I'm not trying to do that. All right, so after a few minutes of trying to understand how I'm gonna squeeze this thing inside without removing this, it's not really a problem. It's just something that you should try to figure out yourself. I think if you've seen all my videos, I'm somebody that does things on my own, and I just try to find a way to get it done. That's just how I am. You know, if I could ask for help and get some suggestions and opinions and just help from anybody, like, I'll do it. But if I can and I don't have that for my options, I just try to find the way to get it done. This one, it's not hard. It's just trying to understand how I'm gonna put this in through all this traffic of mess and wires and connections. And you know, we have these things that you don't want to pull, you don't want to yank, because you could cause a huge headache for yourself. So the less things you disconnect, besides what I've showed you, it's gonna be more easier. And I'm just gonna show you guys what I'm gonna do, and hope this helps you guys. Good luck, and wish me luck also. So the first thing is figuring out what's the right, you know, the form of this, and I'm guessing it goes like this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it in through this gap. If it falls, that's okay. I'm gonna turn it. I'm turning it to the right. I'm gonna pull this thing towards me. I'm gonna pull real hard. So right now I'm just gonna pull my hardest. Pull. It looks crooked as hell. So it looks like it's already settled in. This one was a lot of fun. I'm gonna go ahead, and the screws that were on previously, the throttle, you wanna save those. These are the ones you're gonna replace them with. The other screws, save them. If you ever wanna remove the spacer, you know, for me, I save all my stuff. Just save your stuff, you know. Everything that you take off, eventually you might wanna put it back on. You know, something might come up. Something may not come up. You know, that's just how I roll. So because this thing is not letting me put in the long screw, I'm gonna loosen it up. I'm just gonna take these off, save me a hard time. All right, so I went ahead, I just removed these clips. I think that's just gonna be better. All right, so the spacer's in there in place already. The screws, they are started a little bit with my hands because I didn't want to use it with my drill. So now they've already been started, they're inside there. I just need to tighten them up, and that should finish off the installation. Make sure when you guys tighten them, there's no open seams, or else that could be a huge problem later on. Alright everyone, so my EGRs, my throttle body spacers installed. As you guys could see, the 5 screws that I did take off, they're back installed. The throttle body is already installed, and I did install these again. I basically did everything. I put everything back to where it's supposed to be. Battery's already connected, and I am going to tell you guys what the issue I ran into. Now, the issue I ran into was the hose. This kept slipping off on the top, and this, as you guys could see right here, the thread, I had it before all the way close to the edge. I had it really tight, so all I did was loosen it up, and even then, you know, it's right there at the tip, because if I were to pressure this down, this would slip off. Now this part right here kept slipping off, man. It took me a while to figure out why, and it's because there was like a lot of like oil and stuff right there. I just cleaned it up with a towel. I do hope when I'm driving it does not slip off, or else, you know, something bad may happen. Something I will do is probably buy something longer that could go all the way down here and could go all the way to the top right here, simply because that will really clear my conscience. But overall, it's already finished. Right here, you guys see, these are all my tools I used to install this. I'm gonna have this in my car, and also I'm gonna have my EGR in my car just in case I run into any situation. I don't want to be left on the side of the road and be in problems. So I am a little bit paranoid, and I hope, you know, I don't think I might run into any issues, but you never know. It's better safe than sorry. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on. Let's see what it got. EGR delete from Grocery Getter Performance. Is it worth it? Now, I gotta say, without a doubt, it's complicated. I have mixed emotions about the EGR delete. For example, if you were gonna have it like me, I have it uninstalled already, and I uninstalled it because I wanted to see what the throttle body spacer could do on its own. Because I'm going to be honest, the EGR delete, I think, was overperforming the throttle body spacer, and they were just doing a very dynamic tag team duo, and my car was just like all over the place. I'm going to be honest with you guys, and but when I say all over the place, like, it was just like in this very aggressive stance. Like, I could definitely feel like I just wanted to get in trouble with these things installed. I'm going to be real with you guys. Whatever Grocery Getter stands by is 100% true. Because when I had the EGR deletes installed, I did notice my car very jumpy, very poppy. Poppy in the aspect of like, just like, I'm just ready to go, you know. And that was really fun. It's not going to be worth it if you're going to have this, like someone like me, for example, that I use my cars daily. And probably the only true reason I got these things was for this video, and also because you know, I go to Camry meets sometimes. I meet other Camry people, and it's something nice to show, something little different that not everybody has or is really interested in. Probably another thing that adds up to that is there's not something that clears that check engine. If you're someone that's gonna be like me with that concern and that, I don't think it's worth it. But if you're someone that wants to get it for the performance, it's definitely worth it, because everything that they do mention, it is very noticeable without a doubt. For example, the day I did remove them, I was shooting a video and I wanted to finish my video off, but now we're doing this one because it's an updated one, and I wanted to do this one to explain to you guys exactly what was going on. So what happened was that I went ahead and I removed the EGR deletes from Grocery Getter Performance on my Camry and installed the stock EGR. Now, when I was driving, I had like 30 miles to empty. And, you know, because I was planning out my day, and I was like, okay, I'm going to do this, do that, and, you know, it's going to work. But from 30 miles to empty, I know you're not really supposed to have your car like that, and I normally never do. I installed back the original EGR from Toyota. From 30 miles, it went down to 2. And you guys are gonna see my live reaction, and you guys are gonna see a whole different day. And I'm gonna show this to you guys because it all happened in a matter of minutes, and it was pretty funny. So what you guys are gonna see is video clips of what happened. I am gonna get a little bit excited, so just get ready for that. It's mixed, The product works, but if you're someone that is using this as a daily, I don't think it's something you should pick up. But if you want to install it once in a blue moon and you have the money, it's really down to what your pocket says and how you feel. For me, I'm gonna have fun. It's a really easy install and uninstall, so I could take it off and put it on as many times as I want, and once in a blue moon wouldn't really hurt. So check out these clips. It's gonna be really fun to watch. Now I'm gonna go ahead and give this thing a try. What the hell? I'm actually at, I only have 2 miles. That is so weird. Yo, facts. These are facts. Right now, I'm putting gasoline in my car right now because I just uninstalled the EGRs from Grocery Getter Performance. I had at least like 25, around 30 miles distance to empty, and I uninstalled them. I installed back the the stock EGRs because I wanted to try out the intake spacer on its own. And bro, I'm not gonna lie, distance to empty went from 25, 30ish to down to 2 miles. Now I'm like 2 miles out from any nearest gas station where I was at. And look, right now you guys are gonna see it. Right now I'm putting gas on my car because of that. So facts are, yes, Grocery Getter Performance will improve your MPG, your gas. It will give you way more miles until empty just by deleting that EGR. Now you got to give it to them on that one. That one was 100% true. Anybody that says anything against it, tell them to come to this video and see what happened to me. That was my live reaction of seeing that I needed gas. So I'm just letting you guys know, like, make sure when you guys take these things off, make sure that doesn't happen, or you're gonna be running to the gas station like I was. Now to conclude this video, throttle body spacer from Grocery Getter Performance, is it worth it? I think it is. Without a doubt, I do think it is. Now, when I've been driving it, I've noticed that my car lags no more. And if you guys don't have this problem, then you guys are lucky. But me, since I got my car, I already knew my car was going to have this problem. So I got used to it. I got used to driving it. In fact, there's a lot of people that has this issue, and the only fix is a transmission update. But sometimes that's not even good enough. So I've told my dealer about this problem, and they just act dumb like it didn't exist, but it does. So now I invested in this throttle body spacer, not for that to get fixed, but I no longer experience that issue, and it does do a tremendously well job. The performance is there, and I could definitely feel when I go up in gears, when I accelerate, when I step down on the pedal, my transmission is very smooth. Now, hats off to what Grocery Getter managed to get, man. I really do appreciate their grind, their hard work. And I can definitely say all their testimonies, all their research, they did everything to perfection. If you're interested in this, if you have a custom intake, this will definitely give you that extra and really work well with whatever intake you have. That is my final thoughts about this throttle body spacer. It is definitely a yes, a green light, because I no longer experience lag. I step on the pedal and I don't have that issue that I had before. It's really fun to drive. I could honestly feel a pull when I step down on the gas. When I'm driving, I step on the gas, my head's going backwards, and it's not going to be a whole much, but I could definitely feel it. It's doing its work there, and that's only with the throttle body spacer installed. I just took it for a ride in camping without the EGR deletes, only the throttle body itself, because I wanted to see what it do on its own. And it was so much fun to drive. Everything's so smooth. I really do love it. I don't plan on taking it off. Now this is going to be on my car every single day. And so far, no issues with this, no check engine lights, and I think it should stay like that because there are a lot of people that have this and they don't have any check engine lights and they've had it on their car for years. So those are my final thoughts. I hope this video was helpful, man. It was a very long video. You know, let me know your thoughts, let me know your opinions. Do you guys plan on getting this? Do you guys don't plan on getting this? You know, it's really just down to everybody's personal choice. This is honestly just my toys I could have fun with these devices with. Shout out to Grocery Getter Performance for having this available for anybody that wants to get them. Go ahead and purchase them if you guys like. Go ahead and check these guys out. And stay tuned for more videos. We got some crazy things going for this Camry, so make sure you guys subscribe. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's been your boy King Camry. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys like, comment, and also I do have my Instagram. I've gotten so many messages. I do my best to reply. And see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day. Stay safe, everyone. Peace.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.